Yeah, possibility of millions of people talking about what he said I could have had under my head. So, and I knew that I did not.
It was just a shock.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. I was there like, you gonna take it off? Like, I was like, hold on now, what's going on here?
Yeah, she wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay? Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah.
YouTube, what is good with y'all? I'm back again with the season 3 Pop the Balloon reunion reaction video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. 98% of y'all is not subscribed, so if you fuck with the video, then tap in with me and subscribe. Check out the playlist to see my other Pop the Balloon reaction videos, and without further ado, let's get right into it.
I don't know why you'd ask that. You look great, but
Well, I'm asking because I don't mind because he was so wrong with the braids.
You want to take it off?
Don't do that.
don't you?
Why can't I? So
You still look good.
She looks good.
You still look good.
So should I keep it off or okay?
Right. So Johiko, as you've seen, you're everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, every single place you could think of, your video has popped up at least, I don't even know, each time I'm scrolling, I'm seeing it. So how has it been for you since that moment? Walk us through like what actually was going through your mind during this moment as well.
Well, originally he mentioned me having braids. He mentioned me having braids and lumps under my head. And of course, a few times I was just, I handled it humbly. I was like, braids? Okay, all right. Knowing I have no hair under my wig. But then I knew that there was the possibility of millions of people talking about what he said I could have had under my head. So, and I knew that I did not. So I just figured I was going to just show everybody what was really under there. I had no problem doing so. And it's the outpouring amount of love that I've received, coming on this show, it's always the possibility of, receiving some criticism and positive and negative, but for the most part, it was all positive for me. And I really appreciate everyone, all the support. So yeah, it was a lot.
Okay, and now Danny, we saw you were kind of in the corner of that clip when she took the wig off. You disappeared. Where'd you go?
It was just a shock.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I would say too. Like, it was kind of shocking. Like, I respect her for taking it off. Like, I think she looks good with short hair. I don't mind women with short hair, but it was like not something that you would typically see on the show.
That's all it was. It was, more power to her. But I was in shock. It was funny, to me. I'm goofy.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. I was there like, you gonna take it off? Like, I was like, hold on now, what's going on here?
I said, don't do it.
I wasn't gonna let him take me out like that. So at the end of the day, I know that my hair is very well maintained. I knew that he was very incorrect. At the end of the day, I still have a good relationship with Hugh. I keep in touch with everybody from my episode. I always check up on everyone. I wasn't offended because I knew that I didn't have what he said I had. So I know the world hates him, but yeah.
Right. In the best way. You look fantastic without it. In the best
gorgeous.
way.
Yeah.
Like, you could see more of your face.
You look beautiful.
You were glowing when you took that off. You were like, I'm everyone.
You should have just kept it off.
Wait, Cliff, what'd you say?
I feel like she should have just kept the wig off.
Yeah, like she should have came out already, wig off.
Wig off.
To be honest, when I was backstage with the girls, the curls wasn't curling. It was just a lot going on with the wig. It was lifting. And I had mentioned like wanting to take it off backstage. But, the girls were trying to just like, girl, you look good. Just leave it alone. So that was another reason why I was just like, you know what? I did want to take it off. But everybody backstage was just like, girl, you look good. Leave it alone. I was going to braid it, put it to the side. They were like, leave the curls. Just leave it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just leave it.
Right.
But when that happened, I was like, good. Because I didn't want it on in the first place. So once
You're
he
like,
said
I was looking
that,
for a reason to yank this off anyway.
right. Once he said that, I was like, period, that's it. I'm taking it off. Yeah.
Definitely a sign from God, because you should have walked in with that wig off anyways, because she looked good with it off.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to another young lady who was talked about quite a bit from her episode. Let's take a look.
I just I'm not loud and rowdy, but I just feel like I might be a lot. I know I feel chill right now.
All right, name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Angelique. I'm 32. It was the lashes comment. Women are gonna women. You know, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. And I think for a man to make a comment about the things that we do, makeup, hair, lashes, like I get that it's not your preference, but let women be women.
Right.
Or don't date us. You know, it was the age. I'm 32. You're 28. Is that what I remember? Correct. Yeah. And when you first said it, I thought
Man, those pants are fire.
about popping, but I was like, no, girl, don't block blessings. Just keep on listening. But it just kept popping up in my head, and I have to listen to my gut. Okay, she's never gonna lead me astray. So it is the age. I hate it. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
So Angelique, yeah, the comments ate you up, and my
They
facial
tried
expressions.
goodness gracious.
So
It was crazy when she said, don't date us. Like, just because you don't like girls that wear a lot of lashes or something, don't mean you don't have to date women. You could just date women that don't wear lashes.
it's like a trend, you know. And everybody started catching on, like, this girl keeps hanging onto her balloon until the last minute when it's you and down to like one other person. And there were comments like, oh, I feel like she's blocking other people's blessings.
Right.
You know, somebody else could have been, had their balloon still at the end. How do you feel about that?
I feel like watching it, I totally understand why people feel that way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not what I was doing. So everyone was incorrect. It's all about perspective. And you know, I'm gonna be sit here and be real with y'all. And for everyone that's standing in the line, you sometimes can forget you're even standing there. And it's very possible to forget that you're even standing there. And that happened a couple of times for me. Like I zoned out. I was overthinking some of the things. Like it just happened. So me waiting until the last minute, it wasn't intentional. It was, I'm kind of thinking about what's going on here, what I should do. And then the other part is, dang, I'm standing here. What is happening up here? These people are looking at me. Like that was it for me. Like it was never, ooh, I'm gonna wait and be the last one. It was never that. I never thought of that. Okay. So when that came out, I was like, huh? What are we talking about, y'all?
So like, for example, because one of the first few things that people say when they come out is their age. But you did it twice with the age. You held on till the last minute, but that's one of the first things they say. So if that is something that's like a deal breaker for you in a way, like how come you didn't pop right away for those?
It's a deal breaker in a way. Okay. It's not like the end all be all. It's possible, but it's like, well, let me think about this. What do I feel? Because that's important to me. The energy, the feeling, like that's important to me. Okay. So that's what I was thinking the whole time. It was never, okay, they came out, they're 27, pop, pop, pop. It was never that for me. Okay. Because certain things you can or can't change, like your height, your age, where you are, and like certain things just can either be fixed and they just kind of don't matter, and some things do. And it's just everything collectively, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? Unfortunately.
Okay. And then another thing.
I don't know if zoning out is really an excuse. Like, I get being nervous or whatever, but you should still be, like, locked in to, like, give people the respect, like, pay attention.
When you popped on Jay, you said, you know, something about, you know, women are going to women. If you don't like it, don't date us. What did you mean by that? Can you elaborate?
I sure can. Okay. I mean, allow people to be whoever they're going to be. And that's men and women. Because a lot of people came out and was like, well, y'all pop because men are short. No, bookies. Like, I never said that, because you can't change your height, right? But I can change my lash. I can change if I want to wear makeup or not. But my thing is, that's my thing. Let me just be me. I want to come out and wear my lash. Let me do that, and you love me regardless. Okay. Or today, I don't want to do that, and I want to have a plain face and just wear my sunscreen. Let me do that, and you love me regardless. Realize that it has nothing to do with my heart. Mm-hmm. Realize that it has everything to do with just who I want to be in this moment. Okay. But since we are talking about the lashes and that whole thing, I do want to make sure I give you an apology for that, because like I said, I overthink quite a bit. And what I was thinking in my head is not the same as what actually came out my mouth. And so when I watched the show back, And I realized that people are thinking that I'm trying to say you should go date men. That was not my intention at all. My thing is, this lineup has been extremely consistent. There was one young lady on my episode, or our episode, who did not have on makeup. But other than that, this lineup has been extremely consistent. So it's like, if these aren't the type of women that you like to date, don't. Because there are 1,000 different women out here. And that's really what I was trying to say. But I understand that it didn't come out that way. And you probably felt as if I was trying to attack you. And your sexuality, and that was never the case.
And Jay, you actually did. You made a post about it on Instagram. You said you felt like it was an attack on your manhood, right? You said something along those lines. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, how could he not feel like it was an attack on his manhood? She literally said you shouldn't date women, and like, but I do respect her for actually, like, you know, apologizing and taking responsibility for it, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know how you're thinking that and that don't come out your mouth. But like she said, there's plenty of other women out there. There's no reason to be pressed about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been consistently attacked for my manhood on this show, you know, but I think you pop prematurely on me because there's levels to it, right? Like her lashes was like those little caterpillars that was black that we ain't seen since we was like 15. But yours, like, I could see through it. You couldn't see through hers. I could see through yours. And I actually complimented your lashes, right? So I like the individuals. I like the hybrids. I like those lashes. I don't like the little strips. But also when makeup is supposed to be natural, but it doesn't look natural, that's something that I don't like. So if the makeup is supposed to look natural, right? Like lashes, they're supposed to look natural. But if it's supposed to look unnatural, like I complimented you on your eyeshadow, right?
And I said, thank you.
I don't think niggas is running around with fuchsia eyelids and that's matching they fuchsia lips. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was looking good. I liked it. So I can appreciate the creative, you know, inspiration behind that. But we all have seen those posts where it'll be a man with a full beard and he do his makeup and he look like we can't even tell. So that's my thing, is like, we want it to look natural and we just don't want to have to see your baby pictures. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I like your lashes today.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you know, and
that.
I liked them that day.
Okay. Thank you, and I appreciate that.
I didn't like hers though.
Stop it.
But that was my whole point. Was just like, let her wear whatever she want to wear. It shouldn't be a comment about it. That was my point.
Okay, let's take. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I know after going viral, there were a lot of people asking, why does she wear the wig anyway? Women need to be more confident, understand that we don't care about fake hair. And I agree with you.
It's not about them. It's about us.
It's about us. We don't get up in the morning like, oh my God, this is for the men. You know, we see certain looks that we want to achieve, that we desire, and because of our different types of hair textures and hair lengths, sometimes we can't achieve it. So we do it just for fashion, we do it for style, we do it for looks. We don't do it for you. We don't care. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'd love to consider my person. You know, I do want to, how do you think about this? How do you, but we don't do it for you guys. So I did not wear the wig because I wasn't confident. She does not wear lashes because she's not confident. As women, it's about beauty. That's why y'all looking at us in the first place too. You know, we're beauty. We're beautiful people. So just wanted to agree with you on that.
Thank you. You know how I look at it now? I look at it as, you know how when your little daughter or your niece dress up in makeup and be like, hey, mommy, look how pretty I am. And she looks crazy, makeup down here, makeup over here, smeared lip gloss. And she thinks she looks so beautiful. I feel like that's how men look at us. Like, you do not need all that stuff. But we looking at us like we look good, you know?
That was cute.
It's an accessory. The same way we polish our nails red, that's the same. To me, it's an accessory. Now, some women probably do feel like they need it to cover certain things and flaws, but for some of us, it's an accessory. Just like our heels, just like our rings and our earrings, our makeup is an accessory.
Yeah, so the point you were saying, like where you said he shouldn't comment on it, I kind of disagree with that, because it's like everybody should be able to comment on what they like or dislike, right? Like to say like, oh, let a woman just be a woman. It's like, well, you can do that, but if a guy is saying, hey, I don't like this, it's like he should be able to comment on something he doesn't like about her, because women do it all the time, right? I don't like his height. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Right.
You know, and it's accepted.
It's so crazy for women to say that you can't comment or you can't have an opinion on this. Like, you got to communicate what you like and you don't like. And just because you don't like something and you say something about it, you shouldn't be like vilified, or people shouldn't be coming after you because of that. They should let you have an opinion just like they do.
But if a man has like a preference that he states, then it's like, don't comment on women. It's like, you comment on men, right?
But that was my point. Like you just said about height and all that. Like, that's my point. You cannot change the fact that you short or if you're tall, right? Me and my lashes, I can rip these off and put on a whole new pair, or not. Or I can put on some mascara if I want to, or individuals. That's my point, though. That has absolutely nothing to do with who I am as an individual. It's just, this is fun for me. This has nothing to do with my heart whatsoever. And so to judge me on that, just like I shouldn't judge you for your height, is the same thing, because your height doesn't make you, or your weight doesn't make you. Whatever you're wearing that day does not make you. And I think that's the thing. That's the issue I think I had with the comments and everything else, is because I didn't pop for superficial reasons, but I got a lot of those superficial comments. And it's like, no, if you're here to find love for real, then you wouldn't be popping for that, because those things do not matter, like the lashes.
Okay.
Or hats.
Danny, I see you shaking your head no.
I ain't got nothing to say.
No
You
comment?
do got something to say. Say it, Bookie. Come on.
I mean, it's like-
Micah.
If he won't say it, I will. You have to be attracted to somebody to move forward to that level. Like, granted, you can't be superficial, but like, if that's just not your preference, and not saying anything about what you said, like I agree with what you said. But if we're being realistic, like, that's your preference. Like, I love me a black man. Like, I love black men. So just because there is a guy out there of another race that's attractive, that doesn't make him less attractive because I don't want to pursue him, or I don't think he's a great person. He can be the nicest, most generous person out there. But if you don't have those attributes that I'm looking for, I'm not actively pursuing you or trying to even see what love is like with you. Not saying that there wouldn't be some random, once in a million lifetime instance where we might click, we might connect, but that's all left up to chance. So I think
I'm not about to see with no woman that don't know what a good wig or bad wig is, what love is like with her.
All right.
We ain't come all natural, we come out there to put your best foot forward.
Literally.
And if your best foot forward is your lashes hanging off the side, I ain't even watched the episode, but if it look whack, then that's what you come out the house looking like. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Pop.
Okay, let's go ahead and
Well, that was not. She said, "I'm gonna tell you what he was gonna say." Like that and that. Like, bro, that was not what he said at all.
take a look at another moment.
Okay, bet. That's the end of the segment. So, yeah, this was interesting. There was a lot that was said in this episode. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, what do y'all think about women wearing long lashes and weave and all that? Like, I like it. I think, like he said, like, just put your best foot forward, and if I like it, I like it. And even if you could change it, I still have to judge somewhat off of what I see. And for you to say, oh, we don't want to be judged, like men don't want to be judged off height or their weight or their age, women still judge them because of that. So whether it's ideal for us to not judge, women are still going to judge based on that. And men are still going to judge based on makeup and lashes and wigs and all this other shit, Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. Make sure you subscribe and like if you made it to the end of the video. Check out the playlist to see my other Pop the Balloon reactions. And without further ado, I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.
Okay, let's go, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in a vintage, yeah.